welcome in. Today we're playing some... what's it called? SNKRX. I have no clue if there's method to this chaos, but this is a game that is available on Steam, developed by A327EX. It's an arcade shooter roguelike game where you control a snake consisting of different heroes, and you can upgrade them as follows by getting 3 heroes and combining them into one. And if you get 3 level 2s, you get 1 level 3. Essentially, it has some Autobattler mechanics to it, which is quite interesting. And yeah, today we're gonna check this out. Over here we have a magician and a cleric that we can log in right away. As you can see, we'll have a nice soundtrack blasting our ears off. And we'll just deal some AoE damage to the enemies. Meanwhile, our cleric is gonna heal us. And there you go. We gain 2 gold. For now, we're just gonna skip buying anything and continue onwards, because the gold actually stays, you know, we only get 2 gold. And if we reach 5, we'll be able to build up some interest. Similar to how TFT and DotA Underlords and other games work in the Autobattler genre. It's quite interesting. So essentially this mix of roguelike arcade shooter with a banger soundtrack and a very minimalistic approach to enemies and gameplay. Here we go, kill that shooty guy. We got 4 gold now. We can get an arcanist over here. Let's do that maybe right now. So right now we have a magician that's going to create a small area that deals 14 AoE damage. And then there's also the cleric that will heal a unit for 20% of its maximum HP when it drops below 50% max. And then there's this arcanist that is going to launch a slow-moving orb that launches projectiles, each dealing 13 damage. These are part of different classes, so we have a healer class over here that gives healing effectiveness 15% or 30% boost at 2 or 4 units of that class. Over here we have a mage who's gonna essentially reduce the enemy defenses. And we could actually get rid of our healer there and grab the arcanist instead. That was a mistake. I'd like it if there was a restart button for, like, you know, just return to what you had earlier. No, we don't have the cleric anymore, but another priest instead, a sorcerer. Those green enemies will cause us a lot of issues if we're not careful. Like that. And one more wave. As you can see, those projectiles are dealing a decent amount of damage, while also just continuing to deal damage. They shoot out more projectiles, and we also have the AoE damage right there. Arena cleared. Now we get an item. We can get more AoE damage with Amplify. We can get Divine Punishment, which will periodically deal 10x damage to all enemies, where X is how many mages you have. And Point Blank, which is kind of eh. I'd like to grab the AoE damage if possible. So over here we have a Storm Weaver, who's an enchanter. Infuses projectiles with Chain Lightning that deals 20% damage to 2 enemies. Honestly, I'm just gonna grab a Scout here and a Swordsman. Stay at 5 in gold. And now we are a bit stronger, but we're not super strong. The swordsman is gonna deal a lot of AoE damage though, so that's amazing. Meanwhile, the rogue is actually gonna, whoops, throw out knives that chain between the enemies. Gotta dodge those blue pieces. Arena cleared. Here we go. Now we have 9 gold. We can get a sage in theory that will shoot a slow projectile that draws enemies in. That could be quite nice. I'm gonna grab that. Let's continue. I'm gonna try and save up some money. Here we are. Ooh, slow-moving projectile. Here comes another one in a bit. Whoops, we lost a unit there. Here we are. We still have 4. As long as we don't lose everyone, it's fine. So we have a conjurer here who's also a healer. It's gonna carve a statue that periodically heals 1 unit for 20% of its maximum HP if in range. We have another scout here though, who's a rogue as well. Currently we don't have any stat effects. I'm gonna leave this over here. Swordsman is nice. 13 damage, 11 damage, 13 damage. Just gonna keep it like this. The sage is actually really good. And we can just bounce into these walls as well. So our job right now is to kill the elite over here. And the elite is that big guy over there. There goes the enemy. Ouroboros technique is gonna give us rotating around to yourself to the right makes units release projectiles. Amplify X is gonna give us 50% AoE damage. I'm gonna try Ouroboros out. Amplify X sounds like the best choice here, but you know, it could be quite nice, you know. So spinning to the right. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, oh, never mind. We lost a unit. So that's not good. Nice. The sage there, pulling in the enemies, only for the knight to finish them. Whoops, you lost 2 units there. I believe we still have the sage. Never mind. Alright, we have 35 coins now. So we can get maybe another scout, a storm weaver right there. Another sage. Over here we have a wizard. Honestly, we're gonna get rid of these. And get another mage would be amazing. Another nuker would also be great. Let's just keep it at this right now. The storm weaver. It's gonna actually add chain lightning to all of these projectiles, which is nice. but then again, AoE damage is a bit better, I believe. Never mind, it could actually be really good. Ooh, especially with the Sage right now, pulling all those enemies in. Nice. Had to tank those shots there. Well, we're all the way up here. We could get another Juggernaut here, which is going to give us the Forcer thingy. The Forcer perk. 25% knockback force to all allies. It's actually quite nice for the time being. Spellblade. Can't grab that though. Let's maybe get rid of that one again. This one would be another would be a Forcer again. Pulls enemies together for 2 seconds. And is another mage as well. Over here we have another nuker. And Spellblade. Doesn't do AoE damage though. Let's try again. Maybe another Arcanist. Currently, how many people are we at? 3, 6, 7? Let's just go for now. Enemies now have less defense, meaning that we can kill them faster, meaning they can't kill us as fast anymore. And that's why the music gets very loud. Ooh. Nice. And last wave, a lot of white guys over here. Be careful because they'll shoot us. Here we go. Here we go with the spinning techniques. Ballista X, 50% damage to rangers and rogues. Wall Echo, hitting a wall has a 34% chance of releasing 2 projectiles. Or arrows fired by rangers have a 40% chance to seek enemies and pierce 4 times. I'm gonna go with Wall Echo over here, because I don't want to lose that much gold. A Chronomancer would be yet another mage and a second enchanter. You can look over here at who's got the enchanter class. This guy, the Storm Weaver. Over here we have a Mage, Psyker, Forcer. We can get rid of his Swordsman and grab the Chronomancer. It's going to be another Mage and an Enchanter who's going to give us 15% damage for all allies. There's another Magician. Going to try and upgrade all of our units if possible. There's another Sage. There's another Cryomancer. Or rather a Cryomancer. We don't have a Cryomancer yet. Would be another Mage. Would be alright. It's AoE damage, I guess. Although I'm not sure if AoE damage is not labeled as AoE damage actually does anything. Arcanist. It's alright. Let's get rid of you. And grab the Cryomancer for now. There's a Psychino. Although Cryomancer is not doing anything for us right now, so we're just gonna get rid of that one and instead grab the Cannoneer. Reroll. Ooh, this would be a Sorcerer and a Voider. But the Witch is actually really nice. It's really nice. Creates an area that ricochets around the arena and deals 16.9 damage. Let's just ignore it, because I've used it a bunch of times already. Flagellant is gonna be nice. Let's grab another Magician. Let's just go for now. And there's the big slowy area. There's also a pyromancer that creates a fire area around us. That's also quite amazing. Honestly, I like this. You can use it at times when enemies aren't too close by. Ouroboros could work quite well. There's also Ouroboros left that triggers when we spin the other way around. And it essentially gives us defense. Like this. Alrighty. Over here we have a launcher. A saboteur. Calls to saboteurs to seek targets and deal AoE damage. This guy is a nuker and a ranger. Gonna get rid of that one. Saboteur sounds quite nice, so we're gonna grab this one for now. Illusionist. Volcanist. Ooh. Would be a nuker. And a sorcerer. Volcanist is really strong. But very slow as well. So we're just gonna skip on that for now. There's another nuker and Elementor. Like the Elementor is quite nice. Does a lot of AoE damage. Send it around a random target. So now we have to think about who we're gonna release. This guy's a Psyker and a Mage. Also a Forcer. The Sage is a nuker and a Forcer. Let's get rid of that and grab the Elementor. Reroll. There's another Magician. There's an Arcanist. And there's a Witch. Witches are very good. Gonna leave for now. Now, we gotta be a bit careful because our units are actually quite low level. The Mage bonus is gonna help us with the damage, but we are fairly squishy. Here we go. I don't know what the yellow enemy there does. There's 25 levels maximum. But I haven't gotten very far yet. The most I've gotten to was, I think, level 17. Alrighty. There's Bane. Gonna reroll. There's a Pyromancer, which would be another nuker, a Voider, and a Pyromancer. Like a Mage. Would be our 6th Mage. So let's just look. This is an Enchanter. Has been doing a good job so far. The Pyromancer is gonna stay. Because this will mean enemies have minus 30 defense. There's a Sage again. There's the Witch, which we can't take. I mean, what does this do? Area damage and size to allied nukers. Honestly, the nuker trade is not that desirable. I'm gonna get rid of that and grab the Witch, actually. Since now we gain the Voider trait. Gonna grab this. There's another nuker, another Voider. Plague Doctor creates an area that deals 13 damage per second. Let's reroll again. Elementor. Another Plague Doctor. Another Magician. Pyromancer. Pyromancer. Don't mind if I do. We're only at 21 gold now, so we're gonna leave for now. We can also log in if we find anything good, but honestly, let's just go. Level 2, level 1. Let's move you over here. Pyromancer more in the top section right here. Pulls enemies together for, you know. Let's go. If we find a better mage, we're gonna replace the Chronomancer. Our Pyromancer is quite close to death. Meanwhile, other units are just dead. Oh no. Is this gonna be the death of us? We killed the elite. That's for sure. And we somehow survived this. But at what cost? All enemies take 20% more damage. Yeah, that would be amazing. Amplify X is great, but we're gonna take the vulnerability. 20% more damage on top of having so little resistance. Yes. Volcanist. Can't grab it. The Wizard. I'll level that up. Don't mind if I do. Arcanist, Infestor, Jester. There's another Magician. What is this one? A Magician? There's Elementor, Wizard. I see. Okay. I was gonna spin like this. We got a bit stronger. Actually, we got a lot stronger. No need to be humble. Here we go. Nice. If we get our Pyromancer level up, it's going to be amazing. Because the Pyromancer trait is amazing. It just is. Here we go. The Pyromancer gains an effect called Ignite, which will basically allow enemies that are killed by the Pyromancer, like it will allow them to explode, dealing 72.8 AoE damage, which is just rad. Let's grab that. Plague Doctor, we can't grab him. Stormweaver, we don't have him. Magician, Elementor. Nothing. Okay, let's go. Well, let's just leave. So there's us taking a lot of damage, because of course we do. The purple enemies will split into multiple small ones. But we have a lot of AoE damage, so it should be fine. That was a close one. Move the cursor out of the window. Honestly, this game is a lot of fun. The only issue I can see is that, first of all, there's no modifiers to make it even harder, for instance, for people that are very interested in a true roguelike, blah blah blah. The Magician becomes invulnerable for 6 seconds, but also cannot attack. Is that on death? There's another Pyromancer. Nice. We can't upgrade the Magician anymore. There's another Psychino. Pulling enemies together for 2 seconds. Enemies take 246.4 damage and are pushed away when the area expires. That sounds amazing. We need more wizards and we need one more Chronomancer. There's a Cryomancer. Cryomancer is going to have more AoE damage. It's going to be another Voider as well. Is a mage and an enchanter? Let's grab him. Let's go up here. Wizard. Creates a small area that deals 56 AoE damage. an issue that I have with this game is that there is no sound settings. I mean, I can mute the music if I wanted to, but it's not that great, you know? We lost a unit. Here we are. Okay, that's our AoE damage gone. And we died. And that's how our run ends. We can restart. We reach level 15. Honestly, it's fine. Because if we restart the run, we can just start anew with a Vagrant, a Scout, and an Archer, for instance. I can also restart again until we get something different here, like an Arcanist and a Magician. Or a Swordsman. Or even... Okay, the beginning units are quite similar, but as time goes on, you see more and more units pop up. But yeah, this was it for SNKRX. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave feedback if you haven't yet. You can check out the links in the description to find the store page for this game. But also my Discord, my Twitter, my blog, and my Twitch channel. Speaking of the Twitch channel, we're doing a charity campaign for the Trevor Project during Pride Month. So until the end of June, you're going to be able to win games during giveaways, donate money to charity, and essentially support the Trevor Project, who are able to then support LGBTQIA+ youth using crisis intervention and suicide prevention, as well as a lot of workshops and educational programs for schools and offices and all kinds of places. And they're just a lovely group of people, you know, they're a lovely charity, and we're gonna support them. By donating $5, you can also get an emote made by me, or you can get me to record some voices and whatever for you, and that sort of thing. If you're interested in that, stop by on Twitch or check me out on Twitter. I'll be live throughout the month. We're gonna raise money, and yeah, until then, be kind. Have a nice day. See you next time. Bye bye.